Hi everybody, welcome back to Philosophers of the Future. Today we're doing something new, what I like to call 180-second philosophy, or 3-minute philosophy. We're going to pick one philosopher and focus on one main theme that philosopher kind of did for the history of humanity. And today we're going to start with Machiavelli. Machiavelli was famous in his own time for being this shrewd politician, but he does something more than that in his writings. His famous book is The Prince, and it was written for Lorenzo de' Medici, who was sort of the kind of thug who was in charge of Florence at the time. So what did Machiavelli do? What did he change? And why is he considered the first modern philosopher? So the ancient philosophers were focused on sort of this idea of virtue. They focused on what made us different from animals. That was going to sort of create the perfect human being. This concept of a telos is really big in Aristotle. He thought that an acorn is always going to become an oak tree. But not always does an oak tree achieve its final state. It could be crooked. So Aristotle's focused on creating that, perfect human being, but not everyone's going to get there. Machiavelli kind of throws that all out the window. He thinks that virtue is not very important. He thinks that with the correct laws, you could have even a city of devils be productive for the overall society, because he thinks that the easiest way to control human beings is unleashing their emotion. So that means that you're going to unleash like hate, fear, love, those things he's talking about. You're going to kind of push those out, and you're going to use them, you're going to utilize them, and you're going to unleash that human emotion, which has previously been dammed up, but you're going to control it with dams and dikes, so you can kind of control the flow of where human beings are going. Because you know what an afraid person is going to do. They're going to run away. So you can create a situation where there's a law in place like, hey, don't murder people or you will also be murdered. Kind of simple, right? So that's where Machiavelli is coming from. He's saying we're going to focus on the lower aspects of humanity that we all share. The kind of more creative, more maybe higher functions of humanity, like, art, bravery, things that are virtuous, we have different amounts of, but we all have sort of the same amounts of fear of death, fear of different things. And that's what Machiavelli is using to sort of unite and create this new political science that differs from the older ancient philosophers. So that's what Machiavelli is giving humanity. He's giving us the low, he's giving us a baseline that everyone can relate to, and he's going to use that to create really practical sort of realpolitik societies who can function regardless of whether or not humans are virtuous. Looks like we're out of time. Thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate you. If you liked the video, please subscribe, leave a like. If you have a question, please comment. It really helps the channel out. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.